If you're a new DM or you've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for a while, there's a good chance that you have looked at putting traps in your game, and when you have, they just didn't feel right. You get the classic tropes like the pit trap in the middle of a dungeon hallway, or a tripwire that shoots arrows out of the wall, all the Indiana Jones-esque stuff, maybe even a giant rolling boulder. And they sound really good on paper and they look really good in a movie, but you actually execute it at a table, it just falls flat a lot of the time. And there's a few reasons why. The main one is if your trap is isolated and there's no enemies, unless your trap is designed to be completely 100% lethal or to separate the party, it feels almost like a time waste. There aren't a lot of concrete solutions to this feeling and problem, but a couple of things of advice I do have for you is make sure your traps are tied to something important. So maybe your trap is actually inside of an encounter, so there are enemies around. Maybe there is a time situation where you have to get all the way to save the princess. Or maybe you're fleeing from the dragon that you know you can't beat and there are traps in the way. Once you have a sense of urgency and something depending on the outcome of the trap having to get resolved right then and there, that's when traps actually start to shine as something that can make your encounters fun. And lastly, one thing you really need to do with traps is you need to make them simple enough to figure out quickly, and also be open to the ideas that your players have on how to beat the trap. Not all traps need to be this elaborate puzzle. If you want to make an elaborate puzzle, do that. Don't necessarily make a trap that has to be figured out by the players, and that can't be resolved by the players wanting to use their characters' skill sets to finish it.